Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Blank Check here, and today we are back to Season 9 of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Keeping that one. This one is Season 9, Episode 6, Episode 202 overall, Common Ground. I'm a bit disappointed by the title. It's not a direct reference to something as far as I know, and it's not a pun unless we're working with Pinky's family here or something. It does not give me an idea of what characters we're working with. I am completely... Drop my water. I am completely in the dark, so I'm keeping that blooper in there. There may be an argument in this episode, or two characters want to do two different things and they need to find a midpoint, something they both can agree on. But that's all I got for the intro. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's find ourselves some common ground. Alright.
Highlights in the world of sports.
Back to newspapers.
Has swept Equestria. What started as a backyard hobby for fruit farmers and the like has blossomed into a literal phenomenon.
Wow, so hoofball.
For every pony. Unicorns, Pegasi, and Earth ponies alike can't get enough of this breakthrough sport.
Picking up steam. So are Pinky and Fluttershy like world champs?
With its popularity still on the rise, Buckball fans want, nay demand, an institution catering to their new obsession.
Fluttershy, the LeBron James of football.
Delivering a state-of-the-art locale where fans Equestria over can celebrate their passion. The Buckball Hall of Fame.
Buckball, my bad.
The game's recent nature, the only inductees so far will be the members of the current championship team from Ponyville.
Oh my god, they are.
Do you think they know we're here? I think they have a pretty good idea.
A pretty good idea about what?
And spending millions of dollars on infrastructure. I saw Derpy in the back with the face paint. Oh my goodness, it's a sports episode. You know, didn't quite think that was gonna happen. So, what is this? Is it gonna be a FiM episode or a competition episode? Do we have a rival team? Or are they dealing with stress of being... They're already public figures, they saved the world a few times, so I don't understand how this one's gonna get to them too. Maybe, what if they retire here? They pass the torch. They're done with the sport.
I can't believe the ponies of Appaloosa built this place.
How could Appaloosa afford this?
Lost to us. They must really love Buckball.
There's some embezzlement of funds going on here.
Gosh, it's you! I can't believe you're you! I mean, Team Ponyville? Yeah!
Oh, he's really cute.
Yes.
How much for an autograph?
I like this kid.
Autographs, eh? Snails, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Was the sound of one hoof clapping?
No!
The future Flim Flam brothers here, ladies and gentlemen.
An autograph from my best friend, Snails.
Bank accounts payable to one Snips.
That's a lot of writing.
Proud they decided to honor us. I never thought I'd get to be in anything like a Hall of Fame.
I want you to sign my everything.
Unless you count a Royal Order of Party Planners Memorial Library, which I don't, because every party planner gets one of those eventually.
Don't you guys have like an entire Hall of Fame in the Canterlot Castle? Like you have the stained glass windows, doesn't that count? It's literally a hall.
I hope Snails finishes signing autographs soon. We can't play without him, and if we lose or forfeit one game, we'll be out of the tournament.
I feel like it'd be easy to forge signatures
You win the first few games without me cheering you on.
in this universe.
Why?
Applejack was too busy to come, so she made me promise to go to all the museum exhibits and tell her about them. I get in first and beat the crowd so I can get back to the tournament.
I hope they're all Apple museums.
Better hurry! Looks like there's already a line!
What?
It's nothing but the history of... Huh.
The doors aren't even open yet.
She has competition for museum going.
Camp's out for a museum.
The real question is, what
Oh.
sports fan doesn't?
My goodness.
Quibble Pants?
Oh, yes.
Dash, fancy meeting you.
Oh, I'm happy.
Fancy meeting me? I'm a sports pony. Of course I'd be here. What's fancy is you being here. If fancy
I like history.
Fancy or confusing about it.
Rewriting the
Keep
dictionary.
me away from that buckball rink. I'm the biggest fan there is.
It's a buckball field. And
I want to see a rink.
Oh, sure, but with all the bucking and the balling on the buckball field.
Quibble's here for the
Just where they
bucking.
Play buckball.
Why is he here?
I wanted to be first inside to experience the grand history of the sport. I guess only a real fan would understand that.
Does he have a date or something?
Oh, perfect timing. Rainbow Dash, I'd like you to meet Clear Sky.
Holy crap.
Most amazing pony I've ever met.
Oh my god.
you've met Daring Do, so that's probably an exaggeration. No offense.
None taken. When it comes to describing your special sun pony, a little exaggeration's normal.
Oh,
I feel
she's...
the same way about you.
Wow, she's so cute.
And who is this?
I like the child.
This is my daughter, Windsprint.
This is not Twilight.
Pretty amazing, too.
Wind, did you thank Quibble for camping out so we'd be first in line?
She looks like Ashley H's OC.
No problem. I probably would have done it anyway. I mean, I can't wait to see the evolution of the buck basket from farm to field. That sounds just, I mean, oh, wow.
Is Quibble pretending to be a sports fan for his daughter?
I'd rather see the game.
Oh, well, I mean, sure, that makes sense. We could just go to the tournament instead.
Or is he just
No.
too not into it?
This whole thing for us, and you could be a little more appreciative.
Oh, a family dynamic episode. This is gonna be interesting.
I kinda wanted to skip the museum, too. But I promised a friend that I'd check out all the exhibits.
All of
Are they trying to shape their daughter into something else?
You know, I'd like a chance to catch up with Rainbow Dash. Why don't we split up? We'll cover more ground that way, and...
So, you and Clear Sky, huh?
Rebellious child phase? What is happening?
Great. Honestly, I've never been happier. Which is why I need your help. I don't know what any of this stuff is.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's trying
See
to
this?
play the cool
I
guy.
don't know what it is.
A ball?
That's a ball.
What, and this? No idea.
It's a basket.
Basket.
How do you not know what these are?
AKA a
Not
bucket.
even 100% sure what bucking is. I literally know nothing
Look, Rainbow Dash can
about
show you a
football
thing or two
or
about
any other
bucking,
sport.
Quibble.
Well, I figured you weren't the sportiest pony in Equestria.
But Windsprint is, and her dad was some big athlete too. I can't compete with that.
All right. Wonder what happened to the father.
I really want things with Clear Sky to work out, but if Wind doesn't like me, I might as well give up.
Probably not getting an answer on what happened to the father.
Why?
They're a family. Even if it's okay with Clear Sky, I wouldn't ask them to make me a part of it if Windsprint isn't on board.
Wow, they're doing a stepdad episode where the stepdad is the focus.
If I could convince Wind I was some big buckball fan, we'd have something to bond over, but I'm pretty sure she's on to me.
Here,
That's kind of crazy.
give it a shot. It's easy.
Maybe they're trying to make the children in these families
Yeah, I don't think she's fooled.
think a little bit about the position that these adults are in.
You're a famous sports pony. You'd know what to say. Maybe you could talk me up a little.
No problem. I've totally got your flank.
Quibble Pants is the biggest nerd I know. I've never seen a bigger nerd. It's incredible.
Trust me, the game's a lot harder to play with apples.
You play?
Who do you think taught them? Of course, being a Wonderbolt takes up most of my time, so I don't get to practice as much as I'd like.
That's the reason I don't play now.
Rainbow Dash?
Because I'm a professional.
Whoa, my dad was a great flyer too.
Not because they're better.
You know, Quibble's pretty sporty, too.
If you say so.
Is this child a voice actress, or is this a,
For 3 Applejacks. Let's go watch some football!
That sounds awesome.
another
I
situation?
got you a little surprise.
Oh, a book.
Yay, it's the entire,
Just a book. It's a buckball almanac.
I was gonna say encyclopedia.
Fact and statistic ever recorded.
Wow.
Just as good though.
I know. I never realized there was so much math in buckball. I mean, this game's got more numbers than ogres and oubliettes.
Oh.
Thanks.
I guess I could hold it for you, so you don't have to carry it.
Can we go to the game now?
Sure, honey.
I wanna see some of the dynamic between
This trip was a lovely idea, and the book was sweet, but you don't have to try so hard.
these two, actually.
Everything's gonna be fine. Mwah.
I wanna believe that
Not even my presents are in the ball court.
This is a reciprocated relationship here.
Do I? I don't know. One thing's for sure, Wind is never gonna like a pony like me.
Of course she will. She just needs to see her sporty side.
I don't have a sporty side.
Well, then we'll make
Everyone
one.
has a sporty side, and we're gonna find yours. By the end of the day, I am gonna turn you into the sportiest pony in Equestria.
This is like when Iron Will trained Fluttershy to be assertive.
It'll go great. Look at Lyra in face paint.
I'm not saying it's a terrible idea, but it's a terrible idea. You can't turn me into an athlete. It's impossible.
It's either that or be yourself and bond with Wind over comic books and role-playing games.
Oh God, anything but that. You gotta find common ground.
17 charisma, right? Don't you think I tried? She doesn't even like daring do. She thinks she's not athletic enough.
What?
Okay, you know what? You should just leave this family right now. That's over the line.
Put her up for adoption, I don't care.
Sporty side is, we just need to see what your skills are. Every pony's got something. Speed.
I can read real good.
Strength. Agility. Of course, some ponies can
Endurance.
do it all.
You're amazing, but what about me?
Right. We should probably start small.
You can just talk them to
Pass the ball
death.
to you, and you just pass it back to me. Okay?
They'll be so bored they'll fall asleep. Then you walk in and just dunk it if you can climb that high.
And bark ball! Ow.
Good job, Charlie Brown.
Okay. Maybe agility's not your thing. Ready?
If I say no, do I still have to run?
Yep.
Can we get on
Did
with
they
it?
just put that entire
So well with
track
the
down
autographs, we decided to expand.
for practice?
And these souvenirs are not going to sell themselves.
Man, he is making bank.
Think speed.
Or his manager is, at least.
Get set.
Speed.
I am speed. Oh my goodness.
Speed, 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 speed.
Gotta go fast.
Whew! Okay, what a race! Right?
Is this the new Sonic redesign? Because I'm up for that.
So much for speed.
Gary, what are you doing?
But I've got to get back to work.
You better win this race, young man.
You got this.
I got this. This is hopeless. I don't have any skills, not agility, not speed. I can't even lift more than one book, and I love books.
Hey, you only need to lift one.
Train, I know I could mold you into the perfect sports pony.
You read one Daring Do book at a time. No more, no less.
Or at least a sportier pony.
Who knows how long that would take? I need to get Wind to like me now.
Just stick a spoiler on his butt. Automatically more sporty. Lyra Bond, yay.
You're not the best athlete in Equestria, or the most coordinated, or the fastest, or even a little bit strong.
Sorry, wait, is this
Or cool in any way.
feel better because it's not?
But none of that matters because I just figured out how to sportify you.
I'm gonna throw you in, sub you in for that busybody snails. You'll be the best buckball player ever made. Accidentally.
And with that score, the Stars
Yay, Derpy.
of Ponyville advance to the next round. If they keep winning like this, they'll never get off the
I love the waving hooves in the background
So good.
They sure are.
in the audience.
Oh, where have you been? I was hoping we'd all watch the tournament together.
Too bad. I got no time for family. I gotta show you how cool I am.
For us to hang out with a few of my close friends from Team Ponyville. That is, if Wind's up for it.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I know Michael Jordan.
This is wonderful, Q, but I still feel like you're trying too hard to get Wynn's approval.
This is so great. Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy are the best players out there.
Well, you can thank
I'm besties with the Williams sisters. Don't worry.
He's friends with the sportiest ponies around, so he must be pretty sporty too, right?
Ooh, so this is
Even the kid's like, that's not how it works.
all about how you two spent a whole Daring Do convention geeking out together about books. Even though at first she thought you were the most annoying fan pony she ever met, you two eventually became friends.
Interesting to get the
I guess even sports ponies agree. Quibble's a pony you like more and more over time.
exposition halfway in the episode of who he is.
Isn't the same as being one. What's it like playing in front of all those fans?
This child knows her stuff.
I guess you'll find out.
I just imagine they're not there.
Yes, what do you mean?
I think it's time we told Wind about your next surprise.
She gets to be the ball.
Wind really doesn't need any more surprises.
Is it another book?
A, books are awesome, and B, this is really more awesomer than that. For the tournament
You little
show,
twerp.
you and Quibble are gonna play a game of buckball against Team Ponyville.
We're what?
Oh, this will go great, I'm sure. In front of thousands. Yes, good consistency on this ball. I like it. Oh, jeez. We have a little star pupil athlete
No.
on our hands.
Stretching is gonna make this okay. What were you thinking?
Look, you wanted to impress Windsprint, and this just made sense.
Really? How does me making a fool of myself in front of her, Sky, and a billion buckball fans make sense?
Don't worry, I've got your.
I thought it all out.
To Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. They're totally gonna make you look good.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe this isn't the
All right.
worst idea ever.
This is how you win things, man. By cheating.
Put your hooves together for today's halftime presentation.
That's your lesson for the day.
Football's biggest stars take on a team of fans just like you.
Just because they paid us off. Someone accidentally. Oh! Nice, alright. You know, that's the kind of sportsmanship I like to see.
Champs. Looks like these fans don't know what they signed up for.
Pinky, please keep your hooves to yourself, girl. They have rules against this in the league.
Oh no! Quibble's wide open and I'll never get there in time to block.
Oh boy. They think this child is like 4 years younger than she actually is.
Ooh, looks like our fan team needs to work on their passing.
Yeah. I mean, just make this a 1v or 2v3 game. She'll have plenty of fun. Oh wow.
And the fan team finally scored!
Nice, alright.
For the other side.
Nice!
That makes 3. Team Ponyville win!
It says very clearly on page 647 of the expanded Buckball tournament rules that a goal is scored when an Earth Pony sends the ball into a basket, but it doesn't say which basket.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
everybody
and it
knows you're not supposed to score.
Just
when the other
says
team's goal.
a goal is scored. Doesn't say which team goals it.
That goal is ours. It's only 2-1, and we can keep playing.
I don't want to. You're not a sports pony. It's not fun playing this game with you.
No, child.
I was just trying to get her to like me.
I know, but I told you you didn't need to. You and I have to rethink all of this.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oof, that's one of the biggest oofs I have seen in this show in some time.
Apparently, this book is as close to sports as I'll ever get.
Come on! That goal you scored for the other team was amazing!
Now,
Thanks for trying, Rainbow Dash, but I think we can both agree the whole Sportify idea was a big flop.
I'm still feeling the effects of that one.
We haven't even gotten started! I've got like 7 more top-notch ideas to turn you into a super sporty pony!
And only 6 are dangerous.
She's already made up her mind, and so have I. Time to throw up the towel.
It's throw in the towel, and that's ridiculous!
But I ate a towel for nothing?
Wind and Sky deserve a pony they both like in their lives. Besides, Sky wants to rethink things, so I'm just beating her to the lunch.
It's beating her
No.
to the punch, and it's barely a sports reference.
Yeah, I ate a towel for lunch.
I know that.
Because I don't know
It doesn't.
anything about sports!
That's okay.
Pretending I did just made things worse.
You don't need to.
Stop pretending!
You can
Look, you are
show them what you like.
You're uncoordinated, slow, weak,
Okay, again, not really making me feel better.
and you're completely clueless about anything having to do with athletics. But maybe I'm not the pony you should
And
have come to
you're
for
trying hard, and you want to be part of your potential future daughter's life.
Come here.
Quibble thought you'd like it.
And
Well,
that's
I don't.
really
I don't like him.
a good thing.
You like him.
Because he's kind and smart, and his friends certainly seem to care about him, which is always a good sign.
Yeah.
Don't care how many.
There's a
people
lesson
care
for
about
you
me.
guys. That's
You're not
a
gonna make me forget about Dad.
that's a real take
Oh,
home
sweetheart.
line.
I know Quibble's trying too hard, but he doesn't want you to stop loving your dad. He just wants you to like him. And I think maybe there's enough room in your heart to do both.
Okay, so the dad may or may not be
I have
gone.
a confession to make. I know it's hard to imagine, but I'm really not all that sporty.
No.
I'm sorry I was trying so hard.
Really?
Otherwise, I just really wanted us to get along, but I guess it backfired. Do you think we could start over? Maybe we could watch some of the tournament together and you could teach me some sports stuff?
There we go. Little give, little take. Put some effort in it. You can learn to
Okay. That's
like it or at least learn about
Try
it.
to remember that if I ever decide to play buckball again. But I probably won't.
Know the details.
Pinkie Pie's gonna flip and triple bounce the ball into the goal.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
I read the book.
It's right here. Pinkie flips and triple bounce bucks over 83% of her shots from the northwest section of the field when the wind is blowing from the east.
Huh.
Yeah,
I guess
all
this
right.
looks kind of cool after all.
Key strategist without knowing any of the fundamentals.
Sky, I know you're thinking of calling it quits between us.
Oh, she's cute.
Hey, I don't blame you. But when did I just made a connection?
Calling it quits? What are you talking about?
You said you wanted to rethink things.
Yeah, things like having your friend help you pretend to be a sports pony so Wind would like you.
Yeah, things like talking to other girls
I didn't. What?
behind my back.
So, what? Nah.
Look what Quibble showed me. When Fluttershy flies higher
Oh, that's
than
good.
Pegasus, Pinkie scores 92% of the time, and it just happened.
Wow. You better watch out or you're going to start to like books.
I guess that
Oh,
wouldn't be
man.
so bad.
Stay far away from that child.
Looks like you didn't need sportiness, famous ponies, or lavish gifts to bond with Wind after all.
Technically, he still needed to buy her the book, but that's it.
I'm helpful, I swear. I know how families work. After all, I've always had a great relationship with my parents. Never had a problem. All right, wow, that episode was something. That's one that, that's one of those that we don't get very often, and I like how real it is. Looking underneath that veneer, there's a unique and very focused moral. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was My Little Pony Season 9, Episode 6, Common Ground, and that was a good episode. The scope and intent of this one are reminiscent of Surf and or Turf, Season 8's Hippogriff episode with very heavily implied themes of divorce, and the shattered sense of belonging in the eyes of the child at the epicenter of it. This one is tackling a similar topic of a broken family. There's nothing I saw in that first viewing that confirms why it's broken, if it's divorce or death. The line, "he doesn't want you to stop loving your father," can mean both, and I'm assuming it should mean both so that they can cover both groups in the audience, because this is a very meaningful and consequential event in the lives of the people involved, regardless of that situation. But this time, the show is tackling it from the perspective of the adult, and that's interesting. It's a story that can make the parents who are watching the show with their children think about how they're handling that relationship. And it also has the potential to make the children think about how difficult something like this could be for these new people in their lives, or put into perspective things that have happened that are the results of actively trying to fill that void or become a bigger part of their lives. It's a very grounded episode, and this is a narrative that deserves that level of sobriety. And this can be seen in how tempered Quibble Pants is compared to how we've come to know him, what he was in Stranger Than Fanfiction. Losing that edge is not a problem with the writers being out of character, This is a direct effect of him finding someone he truly enjoys being around. It's a little bit of a shame we did not get to see some true chemistry between Quibble and Clear Sky, but she was not the focus of the episode, so we have to accept the little bits that we got, which are fine in and of themselves. This was really about him trying to make good for Wind Sprint, and on that level, the episode succeeds. The rationale there was key, and Josh Haber did this correctly. Quibble did what he was doing because he wanted to legitimately be a part of Wind Sprint's life. He did not do this to garner favor with Clear Sky, and there are storylines like that in other shows, and that would undermine the moral and the real effect of this episode. Quibble Pants was really great in this episode, both in terms of writing and, unlike last time, in terms of personality. Rainbow Dash was also good here. She made mistakes, she did not know what she was doing, but she was just trying to help a friend. She behaved realistically in her failure. A good friend would want to help, even if family dynamics are out of her league. And I need to break from this line of thought real quick because I just looked up things on the episode and realized the three characters are Patton Oswalt, his wife Meredith, and his daughter Alice. Meredith being Alice's stepmother, so the situations are very similar but reversed compared to the episode. And apparently what we have here was honoring his late wife, Michelle, who passed away suddenly in 2016. She was only 46, far too young. And as someone who lost a parent far too early, but I guess you always want more time, regardless of the age, the intensity of the context behind this episode just grew exponentially, and I don't know if I'm currently prepared to tackle that, to give that situation the time and the care that it truly deserves. I gave that analysis on the episode before I knew anything about this. I just found out. Everything I said still stands concerning the impact this could have and the strengths of the narrative, but that context gives this meaning on a completely different level. With or without it, I was already prepared to say that this is maybe the best episode of the season so far. If not, then at least the one that I respect the most. Wonderful job from everyone here. We are still getting episodes in Season 9 that we can point to and say, yeah, that's what MLP can accomplish. I hope we see more. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this detailed analysis of the evolution of buckball as a sport. Until next time, remember, your heart has a lot of room.